All right, we're coming to the end of the lifespan of the current puppy pack, so I'm going to cram a whole bunch of different runs into this video. The main one will be about 10 minutes long, and then there'll be 5 minutes of clips at the end. So you'll see the outcome of all the different runs in the thumbnail, regardless of whichever one it ends up being for the main run. So get your guesses in now, which one is it going to be? And it's kind of a weird starting point here because I'm scaling 2 hedgehogs with dromedary, and hedgehog is not one of the options to guess. But you'll see how it pans out. So I think at this point I was probably optimistically thinking I could try and go for some old school Bacta and scale up some hedgehogs and then maybe get T-Rex, which is basically what a lot of these types of runs are like. You're hoping of finding Seal and then getting the instant level up, or leveling into T-Rex on turn 9. But a lot of the time, even when that happens, it's not good enough. So here I actually take the turtle, and we'll just feed the meat bone to the beetle to give some extra HP to the hedgehog. Even the thing is here, with only 2 dromedaries, the amount of stats that the hedgehog is actually accruing per turn just isn't really good enough. But once I get it into the team, it should be good enough to farm a few draws, I think. So we're just going to keep on going with the current plan. I probably could have taken the tropical fish there so that it gave me a chance of finding a level up on turn 9, but obviously I'm just committing fully to the hedgehogs at this point. Because our wins are so low, we've only got 2 wins here on turn 8. We're actually facing other teams that are in a similar position. Their teams are generally pretty bad. Probably didn't really need to freeze the snail. So here I decide to pill an eagle and hopefully get a T-Rex, but instead I get chicken. And chicken, turn 9 chicken is not that early from an eagle pill. Obviously, you could get it on turn 7. But I decide to bring the hedgehogs in and go for the chicken scaling. Now, if I was lucky, I could maybe keep the hedgehogs I've got already and then scale the rest of them up using the chicken. However, that's not what's going to happen. But we do actually win this round. So the dromedary and beetle, their work was not in vain. I get the chocolate straight away for the chicken and roll another chocolate. Now, I feel like in Pack 2, the current version, it feels almost necessary to get the almost instant level 2 chicken to even have a chance. And the weird thing is that I think most of the time you would also need to have buffalo so that when you're buy selling, you're actually improving your own team. And here we get a very fortunate draw. I think the last time I got the 50-50 shop, or very close with Pack 2, it was because I had like double or triple buffalo or something ridiculous. So here I get another chicken in the empty slot and decide to run 2 of them in tandem. Even though their team is pretty bad for turn 11 in Pack 2, because there's 3 lives intact, I've got a chance to kind of greed a little bit. I probably should have unfrozen the skunk there. I'm not sure why I didn't. But now we're getting into the range where, although we had a really bad start, there aren't that many teams left that have a really bad record. And so we get comfortably defeated by that team. And I'm not sure why I'm still got the skunk frozen. I think at some point here I'm going to give up on it. But there was one of the units from the thumbnail and I rolled straight past it. We roll into double sauropod here and cow. And so I think I decide to take both sauropods and then use the milk on the hedgehog, which seems like it doesn't make a lot of sense because I just sold one of the hedgehogs as well. There's Seal, which could potentially be used for scaling, and there's Squirrel as well. So I'm still a little bit puzzled as to why I kept the skunk frozen here. Maybe I just thought I needed it to keep myself alive. So I think, I'm just going to take the skunk here. And I really should, I should freeze the mosquito, and the freezing the cow is maybe a bit sketchy. A lot of the time I'm also trying to go for fives that have never been done before. And myself and Flame have both been really trying to get as many as possible of the five of a kinds that are now no longer going to be available in the new version of Puppy Pack. So a lot of these units are getting removed, so there won't be any Hedgehog anymore. I don't think there will be any... I think most of the Pack 1 units got removed. So I think at the moment there's Duck. I can't even think what the others are, but a lot of them are gone. Like, there's no Squirrel, there's no Snail, there's no Rooster, there's no Turtle or Flamingo. All of them have been removed, and I think it's almost only the exclusive Pack 2 pets that are still in there. So this is kind of a funny team with a double mammoth and then rhino in the back. But anytime you're trying to keep a chicken game alive, bringing in leopard is pretty much the easy way to do it. So here is another chicken in the shop, and I think I'm just going to take the level 2 and run double, which the sauropod refund there is really helpful. And that pig is going to make a big difference to the shop stats. So I freeze the tiger just so that I can put it behind the leopard. I was just watching a Rev GT video where he was saying that I would be in his ear saying tiger leopard's been done before, but when you're trying to keep these kind of games, these chicken games are so rare in Pack 2 at the moment. I feel like I've got no regrets about going for tiger leopard just to keep it alive here. And we'll take the pig and beaver. Not really sure why I've got the chocolate frozen. Maybe I was thinking about going for 5 leopards. I actually don't think anyone has submitted a 5 leopard win in Pack 2. Could be wrong, but I'm sure someone has done it, but I just don't have it in the database. And here I give the leopard melon, even though the hedgehog's going to remove it. And that's kind of just hedging in case I do go for the 5 leopards. I should have really put it at the front, but to be honest, I wasn't really that bothered. The next turn is going to be extremely good in terms of scaling, and the team has got very little chance of losing from that point on. So we're on turn 16 now, and we still don't have any pets in the team from the thumbnail. So this is your last chance to guess. What's it going to be? Buffalo, goat, squirrel, rooster. Can't even remember what the other ones are. Worm was one of them. So now I've got double rhino, and I was thinking that 2 rhinos could be pretty nice. Now we take goat, so that's the first unit from the thumbnail, but it's just generally a good unit to take because we're going to get a rebate if we buy any other pets. And then I roll into double goat. So you'd think that would kind of make the decision for me, but you're about to see why it's not quite so easy. We get matched with a 4 squad. I always find it funny when I go against these teams that have buffalo, llama, and bison. Like, they want the full set of boring tall scalers. Anyway, here I briefly think about the can just to get the 50-50 shot, but given that I'm on 1 heart, that would be really, really stupid. So we'll sell leopard, and I guess I gave up on rhino pretty quickly, even though in these kind of games I do really tend to try and get doubles into the team very quickly. And I rolled past a 50-50 octopus, and then a couple of rolls later I find a double. So here I'm thinking, because I'm going to get the money back from the goats, I should just take them in case I happen to get a good octopus roll next turn. So get rid of sauropod, get the gold back from the second 2 goats, and we get, so now we've got 2 possibilities for the final shop. Assuming we win, I mean, we don't have any equipment, but it's a pretty good chance that we're going to win anyway with double 50-50 octo. And I do find another goat there. Luckily, this person didn't have their 50-50 at the front, and so we easily dispatch with them. And weirdly, look at this, triple mammoth in the shop despite having the goat frozen. So I actually immediately give up on the octopus, and I've got the steak frozen just in case, and I immediately find another goat, get a whole bunch of money back, and so now I can potentially find another piece of equipment, and there's another steak. So we'll take that, and I think some of the triggers have still not been used yet. So I can actually I think I can buy the goat, stack the goat onto one of the other goats for one attack and get a little bit of gold back. So we don't have any 50-50s, but with double stake, you're with 48 attack, you're not quite killing through melon, but a lot of units are not going to have 50 health, especially this late, because a lot of the teams that had 50 health or 50-50 units would have already won by now. So there we go. There's 5 goats in pack 2. Now here are some of the other runs. So this is another chicken game where I abandoned the chicken much earlier in order to try and find the 5 octos. And we've got 4 here, and I just can't find the last one. And I don't buy anything, I don't think, for that whole turn. And I just go into battle hoping for a draw. And the one bat hits the scorpion right in the middle. I mentioned that so many times before, how bad scorpion is in this pack. And because of Octo's ability, we actually win. So yeah, if I'd sold the bat, it would have been a loss, I think. So that one, not really much you can do about it. Here's one where I had an unbelievable early run of getting lobster and worm. So I've got a whole bunch of lobsters and a whole bunch of worms rather, and thinking that I'm in great shape to get the full worm team, and then I get matched with this. And I mean, it's not surprising that I lost, but I lose to 1-up sheep on turn 14 in pack 2. That is so unlikely to see that. It is slightly undermined by the fact that they had buffalo, butterfly, T-Rex, all the usual stuff. And having had a bunch of fails, I thought maybe I can get one of the relatively easy ones. So here's 5 squirrel attempt, where we're on turn 17. I have 3 50-50 squirrels. It was mainly because I had the seal, and I quickly got 3 squirrels to 50-50, but by the time I got to the end, I had to pivot away from the seal. The other 4th squirrel wasn't really scaled up well enough, and we face a generic team: octopus, bison, skunk. I say that, face a generic team, like 99% of teams in pack 2 are generic, and we lose that one. So I was kind of shocked, really, that was a loss. But I think the octopus at the start hit both the melon units. Here's just a random clip that I thought I would include. This was here. I'm not making a mistake with the T-Rex. I didn't have enough gold for it. I was thinking about selling the sheep, but selling the fish. But here I have double ram just for a bit of a laugh, and I get matched with a team that has a bus. So token versus token, very unusual. And now here's another one where I've got a bus, and I get matched with someone with triple puppy, and they also had beetle and dromedary. So what do you think the chances are that they were scaling another puppy in the shop? But even more amusing is that I then carried on, pilled another deer to get another bus. I quite often do these multi-bus runs in pack 2. They've got no chance, but it's fun anyway. And I get matched with someone who has a 221 peacock and 4 beetles. So I don't know what they were doing, but I like it. And next up, I think this is another one of the 5s. So yeah, we've got the 4 roosters plus a level 2 T-Rex. And this feels like it's almost nailed on to win, you would think. Rooster is so good. However, I get matched with Monkey from Nutix Discord, one of the OG members there. And unfortunately, he also has a rooster, but his rooster is almost 50-50. And I'm going to lose by a couple of health there. If the T-Rex had 2 more health, I draw. And that one I was really shocked by. Although I guess none of the roosters really had good enough health. But to cap it all off, here is the easiest of the lot for pack 2. 5 buffaloes, and even though the opposing team has the usual stuff, it's still a comfortable win. So, did you guess goat? Did you guess buffalo? I guess buffalo is a bit of a cop-out, but I thought 5 goats in pack 2 was pretty good going.